Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including today. ESPN losing almost 4 million subscribers in the last year. NFL Network and MLB Network had very different responses to the growth of cord cutting. We'll tell you what's happening there. Disney CEO slight backtrack, says maybe some big cable networks are not for sale. We'll see what happens with that. And Google has restored the downloader app. We got a quick update on yesterday's video. These and more are coming up here in a minute. But first, if you want to learn more about these stories, check out the show notes down below and in the first pinned comment. I'll put a link to each story there so you can read about them for yourself and come up with your own opinions. I'd love to hear from you. If you are new here, do me a big favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. So YouTube recommends our videos to more people, helping us grow and helping us support our families and hopefully helping you break free from the high costs of TV. So with that said, let's dive into the news. Starting off with ESPN has lost almost 4 million subscribers, 3.999 million subscribers in total. Pretty darn close to 4 million there. But the NFL Network did the best recently of sports networks, but Major League Baseball did the worst. Major League Baseball lost almost over, I should say it's not almost, over 11 million subscribers. It is important to note though that YouTube TV did drop Major League Baseball's network recently. These numbers include both traditional cable TV and streaming. And that's really important here because for years we heard from cable executives, oh, people cancel cable, but we'll just get them on YouTube, Sling, Hulu, Fubo, whatever it may be. We'll just get them to subscribe there. I've said this for years. It's just not working that way. Some people are signing up for it as like a stepping stone into cord cutting, right? It's a cable-like experience without the cable price tag, without all the cable hidden fees. Just to realize, hey, we really just don't need those live services. On-demand services are all we need. And that's what we're seeing increasingly grow and push people away with it. Now, what is interesting here, these numbers all come from Nielsen, is that 1.2 million more TV households now are in place than they were at the same time in 2022. That means there's actually more people with TVs, 1.2 million households paying for TV services, whether it be streaming or regular. But most of them are going towards on-demand service. We're increasingly seeing people that are paying for live TV services go down, whether that be streaming or traditional cable TV. Over the last year, we've seen a trend downwards. We'll see how that all plays out in the years to come. But leave me a comment, let me know. Did you start your cord cutting journey with a live TV service like Hulu, Sling TV, and more just to go on demand? Are you one of the millions of people who have done that journey? Or do you still pay for a live TV service? If so, is it sports? Is it news? What makes you want to pay for a live TV service? I'd love to hear from you. All right, let's keep moving along. Disney's Bob Iger, who earlier this year said that major parts of the company that are not core to the company will be up for sale, has during the town halls basically denied that cable networks ABC and ESPN are up for sale. Now, ESPN is a little interesting there. Part of it is up for sale. They're looking for strategic partners, though they do say they may be willing to go and launch their direct-to-consumer service without a major partner, whether that be a network or a technology company. Part of that search for a major strategic partner does mean that Disney may sell them a small percentage of ESPN, but Disney reportedly, through this whole thing, has said they wanted to retain a majority control of it. We'll see what happens there. But there have been reports. For example, Allen Media Group has made an offer to buy ABC and other cable networks. We've also heard that Disney has looked at maybe moving some of its smaller unprofitable networks, maybe like Freeform and others, over to maybe even like National Geographic, over to AMC. Now, Disney owns part of AMC. It's a joint venture with other companies. This will allow them to spin some of these channels off, but still retain ownership of them. Even if they don't no longer have to put them on their main Disney books, they're an independent, separate company. We'll see how that plays out. But it's really interesting here. Is this a change in mind? Is this a change in idea? Because he was very clear when he was interviewed with CNBC over the summer that he was open to selling these companies. Is it possible that Disney looked around, took in some of the offers, took in some of the feedback, and decided it wasn't worth selling these networks? We'll see what happens, but still wouldn't surprise me at all if we do see a few networks like Freeform or National Geographic and more get spun off into AMC. Disney owns part of that, much like how AT&T spun off DirecTV. I could see that happening. All right, next up, yesterday we did a video. If you haven't watched this, go back. We had a whole video about Google removing the downloader app from a DMCA request from Warner Bros. Discovery. Now, this came from a legal company that a lot of media companies pay to help track down and put up DMCA notices, see what sticks kind of deal there. But this one was representing Warner Bros. Discovery and complained that the downloader app basically had a browser. Because it had a browser, it may pertain to piracy, apparently. But Google has now looked at it, given it a second opinion, and rescinded the DMCA takedown. The downloader app is now back and available again for Android TV. Great news on that. The downloader app, once again, available out there. All right, next story up. Bally Sports is asking for an extension from the judge for a plan to get out of bankruptcy. Bally Sports is the regional sports network that represents many Major League Baseball, NBA, and NHL teams. They have a deadline that was actually earlier this week to come with a go-forward plan. They've asked for an extension. This extension could push it all the way to May 2024 with this, for them to come with some type of plan to get out of bankruptcy. Now, we do know a few weeks ago, Sinclair in court, their representative said they believe Bally Sports will be going out of business. Currently, it kind of looks like after the 2024 Major League Baseball season, with the offer they made to Major League Baseball, they would lose rights to that. Also losing rights to NBA after this current season, maybe even sooner, depending on what happens with Spectrum. And they still don't have a deal with the NHL. So we'll see. Are they just trying to kick the can down the ball, keep this running as long as they can, make as much money as they can to allow them to be able to go and make a profit? Or at least I should say profit may not be the right word, pay back some more people and more. We'll see. For now, they're still trying to restructure. They still say they intend to come out bankruptcy on the other side in business. We'll see. If they lose Major League Baseball and NBA, it's going to be very hard to do that just on an NHL contract. Maybe they even lose the NHL contract. And then you have to ask, what is there going to be left for? But for now, Bally Sports is asking the judge to extend it until 2024. There is a court hearing in about a week from when I'm recording this that will address, for example, the MLB contract and DirecTV issues with their contract and more. We'll see how that all plays out. We'll have full coverage when that is announced later. All right, let's rush through a bunch of stories here. If you want to learn more about these, link in the show notes down below and in the first pinned comment. Pluto TV and Paramount Plus get new heads of programming. They're promoting new people to help lead the programming lineup there. These are people being promoted from within Paramount and Pluto TV. Be interested to see if that has any long-term impacts. I don't think so. These people come from the current teams that are in charge of it. They're just taking over. And I suspect that this will probably continue to see Pluto TV and Paramount Plus offer the same content strategy we've seen in the past. If you are a YouTube Premium subscriber, in our next story, YouTube Premium is now offering free video games right in the app. You can play browser-based games and more through it. If you want to check that out, you have to be a YouTube Premium customer, but YouTube Premium is getting into the mobile game market, which is a very profitable game market. All right, if you are a Paramount Plus customer and you're also an AARP customer, you can get 10% off of your subscription. Now, here's the real kicker here. AARP members can also get 10% off the annual subscription, the already discounted yearly subscription for either its basic ad-support plan or its plan with Showtime bundled into it. That may be the best deal here because you're already getting a discount by paying yearly, and now you can get an additional 10%. They say if you cancel your AARP membership at any time, you'll lose it. Terms and conditions are in the post down below, but pretty good deal if you are an AARP customer. Also, the Fire TV Stick 4K Max is still on sale. Many of the Fire TV Stick sales for Black Friday and Cyber Monday have come to an end. The Fire TV Cube, the Fire TV Stick 4K. But the Fire TV Stick 4K Max is still happening, and the Fire TV Stick HD up to 50% off. Really good deal. $39.99 for the Fire TV Stick 4K Max. Check it out. It's actually strangely cheaper than the 4K. I don't know how long this deal will go. If it's already expired, I do apologize, but this is a really good deal if you can get it right now. If you're a Sling TV customer or a Dish customer, you're going to have a new channel being added. Fox Weather is being added for free to Dish and Sling TV Freestream. Sling TV Freestream is their free ad-supported streaming service. Those channels are also available to Sling TV customers. You're now going to be able to find it on there starting yesterday. A few people, when we first posted, said they couldn't find it. I think it was rolling out to some apps, but it seems to be everywhere now. You'll be able to watch the Fox Weather app. All right, deal of the day, maybe right here, is Peacock is now free to all Instacart members. Now, Instacart's in a heated war with Walmart Plus. Walmart Plus gives you a free year of Paramount Plus. Well, now Instacart Plus, which is a grocery delivery service, it delivers from a whole bunch of stores, not just grocery stores, but you can subscribe for free delivery in orders of 35 or more. Instacart Plus is now going to be offering free Peacock to all their subscribers, a really good deal. There is a walkthrough in the post if you want to figure out how to activate that. It's very simple. You do it through the app to claim that offer. You do not have to have the same email address. It's a pretty good deal. So check that out. If you like getting groceries delivered, you use Instacart Plus. You can now get Peacock for free. And last story before we get into the questions of the day. The NHL Network has rolled out a new app. This new app includes even more free content for NHL fans. It's available on Apple TV, Android, Google TV, I believe also Fire TV, and Roku. Check it out. Real quick note here, if you made it this far, two things. There is our cord cutting Cordy Awards. We're asking for your help picking the best free service, the best paid service, and more. Our Cordy Awards are back again. Check it out. Link in the show notes down below if you want to vote. Second, we have a Facebook group. It's a brand new group. I've been doing it for a little while now. Would appreciate your help growing it. That helps find some of the best deals out there on a wide range of products and services, not just cord cutting related stuff. Do me a favor. In the first pinned comment, or it's actually in the show notes, there's a best online deals group. Please join it. Help us grow that channel, that group, I should say, in this channel. We would really appreciate your support. All right, let's get into the question of the day. Now, today's question has been one I got quite a few times out there, and it asks, real simply, how come all the local broadcast channels don't group up together to offer free local news, free local content, and more in a single place in a single app? Well, the truth is they kind of did something like that before. That was originally what Hulu was. ABC, NBC, Fox, and CBS all worked together to launch Hulu, and it offered a ton of content on there. And it even had a free ad-supported version. Though the content was limited, there were some things you had to do with it. Well, basically what happened is companies realized, hey, now I'm having to split it. And maybe Fox feels like their content's most popular, but they're splitting profits with other people, or Paramount thinks their content should be worth more, but they have to split part of it with other companies. That's resulted in all of them kind of going their own way. Now, by the next week, Hulu will be 100% owned by Disney. Comcast obviously has NBC's Peacock. Fox has Tubi and still has a partnership with Hulu. CBS has Paramount Plus, etc. And because of that, we're seeing their content kind of go towards their main apps because they want 100% of the profit. And that's why I think it'll be very unlikely to see one app arise again like the old Hulu app, at least for a while. I think there's too much money on the table for them to say, hey, we want to share this with other people. Fingers crossed, though, that we will someday see big ones. Now, there are apps like Local Now and others, Haystack, which does take local TV stations content for news and breaking news and put it in one place through the Local Now app. That's a joint partnership. It doesn't have all the stations, but between those two, a good chunk of the stations are on there. You also have local news on Local Now, Tubi, and more streaming for free. So check that out. If you have a question you want me to answer, leave me a comment. Start off with a question for Luke. If I didn't answer your question, feel free to re-ask it, because sometimes I pick a question and by then I may have recorded and then your question popped up, for example. I appreciate all your support. I hope you have a fantastic day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, and we'll be back again real soon.